We got the 8-man playoffs here in the background at Memorial Stadium, and Nebraska football is going to be one quarterback down on Friday. Adrian Martinez is out for the Iowa game. He has played his last football game this season as he played the last football game of his career at Nebraska. Tom, this is the press pass. I want your press insights here.
Well, it's the Smothers Brothers show, and I've been waiting for years to say that. Sorry, that's an old 60s reference. I promise I won't do any laughing jokes. There's no laughing today for Adrian Martinez. It's a very sad ending to what a saga. I mean, a 4-year saga of everything we saw on Saturday. Ups, downs, thrills, disappointments, injuries, guts, tough guy, fans on both sides of the fence. And now I believe it's over.
You think he's played his last game in Nebraska?
It makes me sad to say that, and I hope I'm wrong. But we don't know the extent of his shoulder injury, other than he can't play this week, and he probably shouldn't have played last week. Now, does that mean he has to have surgery? I don't know the timetable, but it seems to me this is a pretty good place, good, obvious, whatever you want to use, for Scott Frost to go get a coordinator and then go get a transfer quarterback. Maybe the quarterback is out there on the field on Friday. Could be. But with the new coordinator coming in, there will be some change. You may not see an overhaul of offense, but there will be enough changes that spring football is going to be very important.
Yeah, Adrian obviously has had an incredible career. You had a great column on Saturday, which turned out to be kind of prescient, about how he deserved one more play in that game.
I mean,
they kind of took it away from him because they missed that call.
I just don't know if he'll be available for spring football, and you'd have to say it would be doubtful. So you can't wait for him to come back and figure out if he's going to be the same or not as good or maybe better or whatever. You've got to start the future now, and I believe that's what'll happen. I think he's played his last down for Nebraska. Again, I hope I'm wrong. I want to see the guy have a happy ending. I want to see him come back and be a hero. But chances are, even if he hadn't gotten hurt, they would have gone out and got another transfer quarterback, and there would have been a battle this spring and so on and so forth. So it's if that's how it is, to me, it's a sad ending to a really sort of not an indifferent career, but just sort of a, let me just say this: the people who say the guy's not a winner, you don't know what a winner is. He is such a winner in so many different ways. I can't even begin to start to. It's too bad that he never got the moment. Is he flawed and perfect? Yes. Is it all his fault? No. And in many ways, he was the right guy at the wrong time. Never had an offensive line. Had a head coach who underestimated what it took to win in the Big Ten, and really he was the beginning of the whole Frost era here, where there were mistakes and all kind of miscalculations. So he never got to. But that's how it was, and I think he knew that going in. That okay, he's the point of the beginning of the Frost era, and so he was going to be not surrounded by a lot of. He was going to a program where they were having to rehaul the roster. So it is what it is. I'll always appreciate the guy and the way he handled himself. His legacy will be he was a good guy and he treated people with class. And when he's later on in life, trust me, later on in life, that kind of thing matters more than what you did. The accomplishments, all this stuff. I might have had a couple. They're in my closet in the basement. But by the end of the thing, it's how many friends you have and how you treated people. Most people will say that's how they wanted to be remembered. He's off to a hell of a start.
I think he's probably going to walk here on senior day. Frost said he would encourage Martinez to do so. How big do you think the ovation will be?
It'll be unbelievable. And most people that have been dogging him and so forth, that's what fans do. I don't care. That's what fans do. Every quarterback's had it. I think it'll be appreciative. I think it'll be appropriate, and I hope he does walk. But we don't know. We don't know if he'll be here, if he'll be visible. Maybe if he'll sneak out later and sit on the sidelines and not with a hat on or something. It'll be. I don't know if he'll want to be announced, but I hope he does, and I might even stand and cheer in the press box.
As it turns to the game, Nebraska's had 5 games since Adrian Martinez got here where a backup started. They won one of them against Penn State last year with Luke McCaffrey. The others were losses to Troy, Indiana, and Minnesota, and then Luke McCaffrey's second start, which was against Illinois. So they're 1-4 in those starts. Long odds. I mean, Logan Smothers could play a great game.
This is the best team
long
of any
odds.
of those in the last 4 years.
It's true, but it's long odds that they'll beat Iowa
absolutely.
now.
Absolutely. So run the option. You should have run the option on Saturday.
They will run the option with Logan Smothers.
Wisconsin didn't know how to stop it. I even thought you get in the red zone, run some option. Why not? They're not expecting it. They're expecting the crossing patterns, inside the 10-yard line that aren't going to work because their guys are covered. Catch them off guard. I don't think Iowa. First of all, they don't know who Logan Smothers is, or they'll have very, very little tape on him. They did some research. They'll know he can run the ball a little bit. He did run some option. I believe it was against Buffalo, and I think he might have scored him, but they called it back. I forget, but I'd run the damn ball, run him, and I'd run some option. Iowa will not know how to stop it. So, but hey, I've called plays for here about 30 years and nobody's listened yet. That's why they won all those years.
Give him the headset. All right, for Tom Shatel, I'm Sam McKewon. This is Tom Shatel's Press Pass. We'll have coverage of the Huskers and Hawkeyes and Logan Smothers all week long.